we don't promote positive and ownership of your company. I'm making it cool to be smart.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. It's cool to be smart. On today's episode, we're gonna be talking about the killer Sayso P. Found unalived in Houston, man. It's getting spooky out here. Let's talk about it. So, Houston rapper Sauce Walker's artist Sayso P, who recently was gunned down in Memphis, Tennessee. Sauce Walker was also hit in the leg and injured in that particular shootout where Sayso P was unalive. After, the police, they gonna be on it, man. There's no way to get away with any of this type of stuff. They had cameras everywhere. They had put out an active arrest warrant on a Jaden Dandridge after the camera footage pretty much after the camera footage pretty much caught him and showed his face. He got out the car with no mask on, and the suspect name was released, right? So Dandridge was on the run. They had a first degree murder warrant out for him, a couple other warrants. He was found unalived and shot multiple times, and his body was found in Houston, right? So as soon as the warrant went out for his arrest and they identified him, they found his body in Houston, which is crazy, right? So Dandridge, who was 21, he was found in an abandoned building, shot multiple times. So they found him in an abandoned building in the H, shot multiple times, right? That, which is nuts. A lot of people have their theories about that. It's a bunch of different theories that people are rolling with, and a bunch of different narratives that people are rolling with. I ain't really one of them type of guys. What I will say is I don't think this had nothing to do with Sauce. I don't think Sauce had nothing to do with it. Regardless of Sauce, he's a great marketer, bro. Like, he knows how to take advantage of any situation. You know what I'm saying? That's, when you gotta be that level of genius, of marketing genius, when you get to, in order to get and achieve kind of what Sauce has achieved. So I don't think it had nothing to do with Sauce. I personally, I was saying this as soon as the footage. I promise I should have did a video predicting that, because I said it as soon as the footage came out and they showed his face and they put out the warrant for him. I say his people probably finna down him now. They not gonna let them find him, because they learning from all these other different cases. You feel what I'm saying? Like, once they find the guy, if they let him make it, he gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? So I just, something in my mind knew. I'm like, they probably not gonna let him make it. They probably gonna down him and leave him somewhere. And they sure did do that. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. So I just think this is probably one of them cases of where, like, you just around, it's a bunch of wolves. You know what I'm saying? Like, Buddy might not even have been a wolf. According to his sister, he was a good guy. He just made some bad decisions, was around the wrong people. That's what his sister said. You know what I mean? So I just think you around a bunch of wolves, and when it's real like that, you know what I mean? You can be the guy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's more so what that was. I honestly do. And transition the piece to him. Transition the piece to Sayso P. Transition the piece to all the young kings that we keep losing from violence, right? Like, it's at the end of the day, bro, is all this putting money and getting boys hit, and when did this become a cool part of the culture? All this murder for hire, bro. Real talk. I grew up in that Lil Jon crime mob, Lil Scrappy 3-6 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever happened to that? In that era, you had to throw hands. It was just a hand throwing era. You feel what I'm saying? To where, like, that's the only thing you could do really was throw hands. Like, the music was designed to throw hands. Now these kids just straight unaliving each other. I'm like, man, y'all got to get back to the Lil Jon and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just tired of seeing this. The murder for hire. It's just crazy, man. There's also been a second suspect who's been named. A 22-year-old Kevin Brown has been identified and charged with first degree murder also as well. So it's another suspect out there. I don't know if they gonna let him make it either. You know what I mean? Like, depending on how far up this go, whoever called that shot to have Sayso hit like that, They probably was some real, they probably got a little power too. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they might not let him make it neither, bro. If them not, it did sound like some guys who really know how they moving, and they just like, anybody that can tie this back to us can't make it. And that's kind of how I feel about that situation. I truly do. So Sauceman, he was seen back in Houston. He on crutches. He seemed like he in good spirits. It's a lot of lessons, man. It's a lot of things you can take away from this situation, man. Watch who you hanging with, bro. Watch who you hanging with. Watch who you around. You know what I mean? If you could be a good person. Like I said, this guy's sister said he was a good kid, and she know her little brother. He got a good heart, and he always been a good kid. He just got with the wrong people. Sometimes you can get with the wrong people, and stuff like this can happen, bro. Stuff like this can happen. Real talk, So it's like, just know who you dealing with. I don't even think Buddy did no shooting. Was he? I don't even believe he was one of the shooters. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get out and shoot. It was the other guys that got out and did that. He was just with them, man. It's easy to make mistakes, right? So it's easy to make a mistake, but you just got to make sure it's not so critical that it's just affecting you, taking your life away from you. Right? We all make mistakes when we were younger, bro. Everybody, I don't care who you are, needs to be in the comments acting like they never made no mistakes. I'll be the first one to say it, bro. I made hella mistakes when I was young. God just blessed me to be able to keep living. You feel what I'm saying? So, learn from your mistakes, man. It's easy to make a mistake, but learn from your mistakes, man. Like I said, I don't think Sauce had nothing to do with this, bro. They set him up and everything in regards to there. And this, like I said, it's just a classic situation, man. Just watch who you around, bro. Watch the people, watch the company you keep, watch the people that you around. And in the case of Sayso P, I don't know what this was about. A lot of people started speculating over money, or he ran off with some money, whatever it was. If it was real enough for them to come take his life like that, that is how the streets go. A lot of people were feeling like Sauce wasn't sad enough, but I understand what he was saying. You feel what I'm saying? And I said that about King Von in regards to Lil Durk. I was one of the first people I was saying this like this. So in real life, right? Like I was like, when Durk first got arrested, I was saying that if I'm Durk, I'm not sending nobody to slide for Von, bro, because Von, number one, me personally, I wouldn't probably be, even if Von is my childhood friend, I'm not doing no business. You too dark. I know what you do for real in real life. I can't really have that type of energy around me. But if you are gonna have that type of energy around you, bro, he chose his own path. Von chose his own path. He his own man. He chose his own path. He chose to do the things that he chose to do, and he knew what he signed up for. So what he was doing, he signed up for that. You see what I'm saying? He signed up for that. So no, I'm not finna throw my life away because my friend, because he was Durk's friend. My friend chose to live his life a certain way, and what came with that came with that. I don't have nothing to do with that. That's how he should have handled it. So I actually respect what Sauce was saying in regards to how he handling it, bro. Yeah, if I wanted to, I could go do that and be on all that, but I'm not on that because he has a life. What come with the streets. So, and they spared my life. You feel what I'm saying? They spared my life, and I know this what come with the streets. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand that, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. This the guy, Hoods Billionaire, big favor, big abundance. Is cool to be smart. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, man. It's the guy, Hoods Billionaire, big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.